Okay. Hi all. Once again, very good morning and thanks being joining. Okay. So yesterday we discussed a lot about what is SQL architecture, how it is been working, how it is been functionality inside. We discuss about what is protocol. So how many protocols are available, and we discuss one of the very important question: what is the default port number 1433? And also we discuss about relational engine, storage engine. Not that much deeper. Okay, so higher end we discussed. In the coming sessions, we'll go for deeper and deeper about optimizer, about buffer manager, about data cache, about plan cache. We'll see the practical as well, sir. Whenever we go to the advanced level. So today we are going to discuss very interesting concept that is nothing but page architectures. What is page? What is page architecture? What is extents? How many type of extents are available? So how many pages are available? Then in time being, we'll also discuss about the dirty page, write a log, checkpoint, lazy writer, eager writer, and also we'll discuss about the as asset properties. So these are also very important concepts. Everyone must and should know about this concept. So yesterday we discussed about when you create a database, two files will be created. One is MDF, one is LDF. MDF stands for master data file, or you can call it as a primary data file. LDF stands for log data file. Okay, so which will store all change related information. Actually, our data will be stored in the MDF file. Our data will be stored in the MDF file. That's what yesterday we discussed. Okay, I can agree with you, Subbu. But how within that file, how our data is storing? See, whenever you are creating a table, whenever you are start inserting the data or updating the data, deleting the data, where your data is storing in that MDF file, sir. So whenever you see there is a MDF file, but how the data is storing? So very simple answer. In entire SQL Server, your data is storing in the form of pages. Your data is storing in the form of pages. Very simple answer, sir. How your data is storing in the form of pages. Clear? In SQL Server, complete your data will be stored in the form of pages. Each page size is 8 KB. One page size is 8 KB, sir. Can I increase the page size? No. Can I decrease the page size? No. It is a fixed length. You can't increase, you can't decrease the size. By default, automatically the pages will be created and every page size will be 8 KB, 8 kilobytes, sir. So how page looks like? Before we discuss the architecture, very simple explanation, sir. As this is the Microsoft product only, right? SQL Server also. So when you open Microsoft Word document, when you double click on the top window, sir, you will get header session, you will get the footer session, and you will get the actual page. So same, your page will also looks like same in SQL Server. Header, footer, and data rows. Here actually your data will be storing. A header will store lots of information, sir. Metadata, your page ID, next page, previous page, and how much free space is available. Okay, which object data is available, object ID, along with very important is slot. Very important is slot. Means how many records are available. Slot is nothing but how many records are available, sir. So basically, complete your page related information will be stored in the page header. What is the page size, sir? 8 KB. 8 KB, sir. Your page size will be 8 KB. What is the page architecture? Every page will be containing the page header, page footer, and actual rows. Here your data will be residing, sir. Here your data will be residing. So for example, 1, okay, so Mohan, okay, 5,000, 2, okay, Narayana, and 10,000. So this is how your data will be stored in the page. This is how your data will be stored in the page, sir. So in the header session, what will be available? Your page ID, next page, previous page, how much free space is available, which object data is available in this page, along with very important is slot. A slot is nothing but how many records are available, sir. Slot 5 means 5 records are available in this page. Slot 10 slots are available, 10 records are available, 100 slots are there, 100 records are available, 1000 slots are there, 1000 records are available, sir. So slot will represent how many records are available within that page. No problem, sir. We'll go into the page. I will show you how your page looks like inside. No problem. Okay, clear, sir? How your data is storing in the SQL Server in the form of pages. Each page size is 8 KB. Page contains the header session, footer session, and the data rows. So header session will contains the page ID, next page, previous page, free space, allocated space, object ID, along with slot, and it contains lots of other information as well. But try to remember this terminology, that is good for you, sir. Slots are very important here. Slots is nothing but how many records are available, and footer will contains ID, sir. Means whenever you are trying to insert the data or update the data or delete the data, it will enter from the footer. So footer will contains the record ID. Every record ID will be maintained in the footer session. So out of this 8 KB, sir, 8 kilobytes, at least it is not 1 MB as well, okay? 8 KB, 2 bytes will be footer session, your footer session, and 96 bytes will be header session, and rest will be your data rows. Out of that 8 KB, 96 bytes will be consumed by your header session, 2 bytes will be consumed by your footer session, and rest will be consumed by your data rows. Your data rows. Clear? All
Yes,
people?
Subbu. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, if someone is asking how your data is storing in SQL Server, our data will be stored in the form of pages. Very simple answer, sir. Every page will contain the page header, page footer, and data rows. Page header size will be 96 bytes. Page footer size will be 2 bytes. Page header will contain the page ID, next page, previous page, free space, allocated space, and slots and object ID. Page footer contains the record ID, sir. Record ID, because whenever you are inserting or updating data, it will enter from the footer. It will enter from the footer, and it will start writing the data in the data rows. No problem, sir. Whenever we are discussing index, I will show you how to read the page. Why Subbu, why we wanted to read the page means, sir, sometimes the pages will be corrupted, sir. Sometimes whenever your page is corrupted and you wanted to see what data is available in that page, then you wanted to know about this operation, sir. Okay, no worries. Whenever we are discussing index, I will go into the deep into the page level to show you what kind of data is residing in that page. Question? Perfect, everyone?
Yes, Subbu. I'm not clear.
Other, sir?
Yes.
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 Okay, now, sir, technically you can call it as a footer, or you can call it as a row offset as well, also, sir. Okay, because every record will enter from the footer itself, so you can call it as a
So,
footer.
suppose, for example, if we are inserting any operation, it will via routed by using row offset, right?
Yes,
Mm.
footer, sir. From the
Okay.
footer, it will try to enter into the data rows.
Okay. Okay. Okay, Subbu.
Yep, sir. And one more important concepts are here. That is nothing but extent. Nothing but extents, sir. Extents are nothing but very simple, sir. 8 continuous pages, data pages, sir. 8 continuous data pages will call it as a one extent. Yeah, this 8 pages will call it as a extent, sir. Sir, again, don't get confused. Try to understand the logic here. Your data is storing in the pages only, but before the page there are extents, sir. Extents. Again, extents are nothing but 8 continuous pages. Will call it as a extent. One extent, sir. One extents. 8 continuous data pages will call it as a one extents. What is the size of extent? 64 kilobytes, sir. Because each page size is 8 KB, right? 8 into 8, 64 only, right, sir? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
64. 8 into 8, 64. So your data is storing in the pages only, but directly the pages are not allocating, sir. Pages are allocating through extents. Pages are allocating through extents, sir. So extents is nothing but, okay, 8 continuous consecutive data pages will call it as a extent. We have two type of extents. One is uniform extent, one is mixed extent, sir. One is uniform extent, one is mixed extent. Uniform extent means if 8 pages contain the single object data, if 8 pages contain single object data, means single table data, then that extent will call it as a uniform extent. If that 8 pages contain different object data, then we'll call it as a mixed extent. Getting? So uniform extent means if 8 pages contain single object data, then we'll call it as uniform extent. If 8 pages contains different object data, then we'll call it as a mixed extent, sir. So you are getting extent. On that extents only the pages are available, sir. So directly SQL is not creating the pages. So SQL is creating in the form of extents. In that extents, you will get the pages. What is the page, sir? Data page. Please remember, sir, data page. Where your data is storing in the data page. What is the size of page? 8 KB. Clear? Not clear?
Clear. Clear,
So
sir.
uh, just hold on, sir. You will get more clear now. Sir, we have in SQL Server, we have different types of pages, sir. Actually, different types of pages. One is data page. Just now we discussed, right? Data page contains the data. That's it, sir. Data page contains the data. So we are having around almost 10 pages are available. Data page, GAM page, SGAM page, IAM page, boot page, index page, PFS page, DCM page, BCM page. So we have 10 pages are available in entire SQL Server. So we are going to discuss that page, sir. When you see here, you will see lot of theoretical. Definitely, you will get afraid, sir. We have different types of pages like data page, GAM page, SGAM, PFS, DCM, BCM, IAM, boot page, text page, image page. Almost 10 pages are available in SQL Server, sir. So out of this, very important is data page because which is handling the data. Rest everything you mustn't should know, sir. But out of this is very important page, and this is also very important page, sir. These two pages are very important as a technical. If you wanted to become somewhat stronger in technical, sir, these two pages are very important. Almost all the pages are very important. I am not telling this or not, okay, but out of this, these two pages are a little bit important, sir. Okay, so if someone is asking, definitely they may ask you this question, sir, how many pages are available in SQL Server? So you need to tell almost 10 pages are available. Data page, GAM page, SCAM page, PFS page, DCM page, BCM page, IAM page, boot page, text page, image page. Almost these many pages are available in SQL Server. But try to remember, database contains the data. Okay, make a note, sir. Database contains the data. What is the extent? Eight continuous data pages will call it as a one extent, sir. That can be uniform, that can be mixed. Uniform means if 8 pages contain single object data, uniform extent. If 8 pages contains different object data, then we'll call it as a mixed extent. One second, sir. Uh, open this one, okay, and save the same file name. Open the command prompt and run this script. Okay, yeah. Ticket 7, ticket 6, queue. Okay, okay, yeah. Okay, so uh, again I'm telling database contains actual data, sir. Database contains actual data. Then what is GAM page? What is SGAM page? Very interesting concept, sir. Don't see theoretical. It will be a little bit confused to you. Okay, so GAM page, SGAM, sir. Sir, basically I told you, right? What is the flow means? I can give you the flow, sir. Sir, application, application, sir. Application first it will connect to the OS, operating system, sir. First, it will every application will connect to the OS. Once they connect to the OS, they will connect to the SQL Server. Once they connect to the SQL Server, they will connect to the database. Within that database, files will be available, sir. Files. What are the files?
Yep,
MDF,
and
.mdf, .ldf. These files are available, sir. Within that files, extents are available. Within that extents, pages are available. Within that page, records are available. Okay, this is the flow, sir. How, where your exactly data is storing in the pages, where the pages are available in the extents, where these extents are available in the files, where these files are available in the database, where this database is available in the SQL Server, where SQL Server is available in the operating system. How your application is connecting? So this application is pointing to this instance, this database. I hope you understand the flow right now, everyone, sir.
yes.
Yeah. Now, sir, hmm, copy this one and save it in the notepad with the same name. Yeah. No, sir. Now, what is a GAM page and what is SGAM page, sir? What is GAM? What is SGAM? Sir, GAM stands for Global Allocation Map. SGAM stands for Shared Global Allocation Map. GAM stands for Global Allocation Map. SGAM stands for Shared Global Allocation Map. Sir, every GAM page size is 4 GB. One GAM page size will be 4 GB, sir. And every GAM page contains 64,000 extents information. Every GAM page, sir. Every GAM page contains 64,000 extents information. Assume you are creating a table. You are creating a employee table. So to create this employee table, you mustn't should require extents, sir. So what it will do? It will get the extents from the SGAM. Sorry, GAM. GAM page, sir. So whenever you are creating a table, whenever you are inserting the data, whenever you are creating a table, whenever you are inserting the data, it required the pages, right? Where the currently are available, it available in the GAM page. So whenever you are creating or inserting, it will connect to the GAM page and it will get the extents from the GAM page and it will start loading the data into that extents. So whenever, for example, to create this table, it taken 10 extents, sir. Assume 10 extents. So once this 10 extents has been taken from the GAM page, now currently how many extents are available? 63,390. 63,390 extents are available. So keep on reducing, sir.
63,990, right, Subbu?
Sorry.
990, right? 63,990.
Oh, sorry, 990. Sorry,
Yeah.
that's so 990. So it's keep on reducing, sir. It is keep on reducing from the GAM page. Once your GAM page completely consumed, it will automatically create one more GAM page, sir. If that GAM page is also complete, it will create one more GAM page. Every GAM page size will be 4 GB. It contains 64,000 extents information. Hope you understand, sir. Yes, no.
Yes.
Subbu, I can understand.
Okay. Now, sir, you may ask one question, sir, how SQL Server knows whether this GAM page is allocated or not? Definitely, you will get one doubt, right? How SQL Server knows that this out of this 64,000 extents, how many extents has been consumed with data? How many extents are free? Somewhere it need to track, right, sir? That tracking is also performing at the SQL level. So whenever you go and see here, okay, so whenever you go and see here, sir, if the in the GAM page, in the GAM page itself, sir, it will cover a value called bit value internally, sir. If the bit is 1, the extent is free. If the bit is 0, the extent is allocated. Very simple, sir. So SQL Server will allocate the bit value for every extent. Okay, if the extent is consumed with the data, it will make it as a 0. If extent is not consumed or not utilized, then by default it will be in the 1. So that is how SQL Server internally making, sir. Everything internal, sir. You are not seeing anything in the outside. Internal. So whenever you are creating the table, you are creating the table, you are inserting the data, you are performing blah blah, sir. But these much neat things is happening in the back end whenever you are performing certain operations. So whenever you started creating the table, you started inserting the data. So how this extents are allocating means, it will directly go to the GAM page. It will verify is there any extent is free. If extent is free, that will get it, and that will start loading the data into that extents, and it will finally update that extent value into the 0 because it has been consumed. Once this 64,000 extents consumed, automatically it will create one more GAM page. Then you may ask one more question as well, sir. Subbu, when I connect to this database, you are telling that GAM page size is 4 GB. My database itself is not a 4 GB, right? It is only 2 GB. Then how you are telling my GAM page size is 4 GB? So when you see the database size, it is only 2.8 GB, sir. One GAM page size is 4 GB. I am telling, then how come, Subbu? How I can trust you, sir? Whenever you create a database, by default the GAM page is not allocating. It is keep on increasing. It will increase to 4 GB. It will contain 64,000 instance information. Directly it is not creating 4 GB for you. It is keep on enhancing, sir. I hope you understand, sir. Don't see the database size and don't conclude that Subbu told that for GAM page size is 4 GB, but my database size is itself only 2.8 GB. How I can trust? Sir, your GAM pages keep on grow to Up to 4 GB, it contains 64,000 extensive information. Until unless you are not creating, you are not inserting the data, it never grows or your database size. Assume, right? That's what yesterday I told you. If you start loading the data into the Word document only, your Word document size will be keep on growing, right? Otherwise, it will never grow, right? Yes, sir.
Yes.
Like same, sir. Our understanding should be little bit change here. Hmm? No, I couldn't save just. Save in the disk, any disk, D drive or E drive. Okay, sir. Everyone clear about the GAM page?
Yes.
So whenever you are creating data, whenever you are inserting the data, how the extents are allocating, sir, from the GAM page.
So, Subha, one doubt. It will
Yes.
start from one page or 8 extends
No,
to GAM.
no, eight, sir. Eight data pages is equal to one extent, sir. Eight
Okay.
data pages is equal to one extent. So it contains the extents
So,
information.
so it will in extend it. Okay. Every time it will add 8 pages,
Yes, sir.
eight one extend.
Yes, sir.
It
One
will
extent.
increase by one. Okay.
Not like that, sir. Microsoft is will behave very differently, sir. Whenever you create a database, whenever you create a database, sir. For example, I'm creating a database called Batch 37. Okay, I am not inserting anything, sir. Nothing. Okay, just creating a database. What is the size of database?
So 16 MB. So,
It contains lots of information, sir. No need to
okay.
go that much level. Is good. Okay. It contains lots.
Okay.
So what will happen, right, when you start performing creating a table, inserting the data? Okay, it required extents, right, sir? It required extents, right? So it will directly connect to the campus and it will get the extents and it will update the status. That's it, sir. How many extents? Based on our transactions, sir. Sir, if you are performing 1 billion records, if you are performing 1 billion records, assume, sir, how much of space that table required, how many GAM pages that table need to create, how many GAM pages need to create for that inserting 1 billion records. That depends on how much transactions that you are performing. Yep. Okay, sir, wherever I wanted to stress, definitely I will stress, sir. DCM page I will show you practically. BCM page I will show you practically because that is very very important to you. It needed, sir. To understand strong, if you wanted to become stronger in the backups, if you wanted to become a stronger in recovery models, you mustn't should know about the pages, you mustn't should know what is happening in the pages. I will show you practically for you, sir. Wherever it's definitely need, there I can go for the practical itself whenever the session, respective sessions, sir. Today I am not explaining about this page. This page I will explain you in the backup session. This page is also I'm not explaining. This page I will explain you in the recovery model session. This page I will explain in the index session. I will show you these pages in the practical sessions as well, sir. Okay. So wherever really we need it, where I need to make more concentrate, it will help you a lot at the technical. I'm definitely stressing there. Wherever okay, we don't want that much. I am just ignoring, sir, because 18 that 25 so 60 days I need to cover a lot. So you can understand me, sir. Okay, hope you will understand me. Wherever I wanted to stress, definitely I'm stressing, sir, there. Wherever we don't want, okay, that much, okay, little bit, okay, I'm going for a little bit only. Okay, so these 3 pages I will show you practically. I will show you that page itself, sir. No worries on that part, because you wanted to become stronger in the backups, you wanted to become stronger in the recovery model, you wanted to become stronger in indexes. So that's the reason I'm going to explain these three in the different with the live demos. Yep. Okay, here no needs are okay, just theoretical knowledge, good for us, no problem. Next, sir, SGAM page. Okay, Subbu, I can agree with you. Whenever you are creating the data, inserting the data, whenever you are performing, you are getting extent from SGAM. Okay, fine for me. Then, sir, assume, sir, one extent is allocated. 8 pages got allocated for this table. Sir, 8 pages got allocated for this table, sir, for employee table. Out of these 8 pages, only 5 pages got consumed with the data, and rest 3 pages are free because you inserted only 100 records, sir. That 100 records is fit in this 5 pages. Remaining 3 pages are free, right? So how I can track this information, Subbu? Sir, information. Again, I'm telling, no data. Data is storing in the data page. Don't get confused, sir. Okay, data is storing in the data pages. But these are all information, sir. Again, so these kind of information you can get it from the SGAM. So SGAM will contain the information about whether this extent is completely consumed with the data or it extent is having some free space. Got it, sir? Online people. So SGAM contains whether this extent is completely consumed with the data or whether this extent is having any free space. So if this extent is having free space, whenever again, so for example, today you inserted 100 records, tomorrow you are inserting 50 more records. So it will insert in this data pages. Again, you don't want to create one more extent, sir. Once this pages got consumed, there is no free space, then it will get again extend from the GAM page. Sir, extent allocation will be get it from the GAM page itself. Okay, what is SGAM then? Whether that extent is completely consumed with the data or whether that extent having free space will be validated from the SGAM. Okay, open. Got it, sir?
Yeah, yes.
These all actions will be performed by SQL Server by internally only, right, Subbu?
Internally, sir. You no need to worry. Internally, sir.
Okay.
Sir, if for example, you told that the first 6 slot will be consumed for 100 record. So in future, probably after 1 month or something, if required additional space from slot, it will take up or from the same slot.
Sir, if this page contains the data, if this extents contain the data, it will start inserting the data from here. Once it is done, it will get it from the again GAM only, sir. So because first it will validate any extents are mapped to this table, whether that extents contains any free space. Okay, if yes, let's start inserting the data here itself. Okay, once it is done, again it will get the pages from the GAM.
Okay, got it, sir. Thank you.
File ఏ లొకేషన్ దో ఆ లొకేషన్ కి వెళ్ళాలి. Okay, clear, sir, everyone?
Subbu.
Questions? Only couple of people. I am not sure rest of the people. Everyone is so silent. Again, sir, that never help you whenever you get a chance in working, sir. I'm directly straight away telling to everyone, sir, you don't know to speak in English, you can speak in Telugu, ask the questions, no problem. Because yesterday only 2 or 3 people are doesn't know about Telugu. Rest everyone is knows Telugu, sir. Like she's from US, she's from Pune, one is from I hope a different location. Except them, everyone can understand Telugu. Okay, just make sessions as so friendly, sir. Don't keep silent. You never learn, sir. Again, I promise you. Why you kept in Windows System 32? Never touch Windows System 32. Copy this one and paste it in different location. Okay, no problem. Now but that is not encouraged. We never keep in System 32 because System 32 contains very sensitive data. Okay, sir. SGAM is also making one entry, sir. If the bit is one, okay, if the bit is one, extent is being used as a mixed extent and having the free space. Means if the value equal to 1 means it assume that it is a mixed extent. No problem, I will run it. Okay, don't keep in System 32. I don't. 1 second, sir. So we have this many folders, right? Okay, no problem. Okay, done. 1 second, sir, hold on. CD. Wait. Find SQL install.vbs. What is the file name you find SQL.vbs? No, it is in text format, sir. It should not be in text. It should be in VBS format. Arey yaar. See? Done. Now what you need to do? You will get one file here. Open that file in a notepad and search for do not. Do space not. So cannot find means there is no missing MSP MSI files. So that is a pre-check. You must also do every time whenever you are applying patch. You should save it as a VBS only. Okay, yeah, I'm so sorry, sir. Yeah, see, if SGAM having one bit means if bit means it is a mixed extents having some free space, sir. SQL Server thinks as okay, this is a mixed extents having free pages. If the value is 0 means either that mixed extent is completely consumed with the data, means completely there is no free space, or 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 it may be sir, see, extent is not used as a mixed extent, or it may be mixed extent but uh, data is completely filled, sir. So 0 means either it can be uniform extent or it can be mixed extent, and there is no free space. That is how SQL Server will treat, sir. 0 means either it can be uniform extent which is completely consumed with the data, and also it may be mixed extent completely consumed with the data, means 8 pages is completely consumed. So that is how it will compare, sir. So what is the size of GAM? 4 GB, 64,000. What is the size of SGAM? 4 GB, 64,000. But here it is not allocating, sir. It is containing the information about 64,000 extents information. Information, again I'm telling, sir, information. Allocation is completely performing from the SGAM, sorry, GAM only. Your extents are allocating from GAM only, but SGAM will also contains 4 GB, and it also contains 64,000 information. Allocation is not performing, sir. Okay. SGAM contains information, GAM page contains the allocation information. Allocation, sir. Allocation. SGAM contains the free space information. GAM contains the allocation information, and it will allocate the extent from the GAM page itself. Okay, these are two very important pages, sir. Now, what is PFS page, sir? Basically, sir, every data page contains the free space information. In the header, every page contains the free space information. Not only in every page, even every table, every object, it contains its own PFS space, sir. Every object, it contains one PFS space. Okay, so it is also tracking all the data pages. It is tracking all the data pages free space information. Your PFS space will track all the data pages free space information. Every data page, how much free space is available, and it will make it as a percentage, sir. And it will make it as a percentage. 1 to 50% is full, 50% to 80% is full, 81 to 95% is full, 95 to 100% is full. That is how it is making algorithm, and it is storing in the PFS space. So PFS space is going to track all the data pages free space information. SGAM will stores extends free space information. Don't get confused, sir. It is storing extends free space information. It is storing page free space information. What page, sir? Only data page. Got you, sir? Online people?
Yes, Subbu, got it.
Yes, yes.
Okay. SGAM will contains extends free space information. PFS will contains database free space information. About these 4 pages, sir. This page I am not discussing today. We are going to discuss this page in the backup session. Very important backup, and very important page. Very important page. And this page we are not discussing today. This page we are going to discuss in the recovery model session. Very important entry question. Very important concept. Very simple concept, but highest rate, sir, in interview point of view. In interview point of view, this is the topmost interview question. Recovery models, max to max. Without recovery models, you cannot out from interview. That much important, sir. I am going to explain you this page in the recovery model. Okay, and one more page, IAM page. This page I am going to explain you in the indexes. So indexes is hard for in the performance tuning, sir. So you know about the index, right? When you are purchasing textbook, when you are purchasing your spectrums, whenever you are studying the BTech or degree, you are purchasing the spectrums, you are purchasing the dictionary, you are purchasing the textbooks, right? Every first starting page will the index page only, right? Yes or no? In the spectrum, in the textbook, or in the dictionary, the starting page will be index page only, right?
Yes.
If there is no index page, what will happen, sir?
Page by page we need to go and search.
It will
We
check
could
all the
not find a
pages.
page containing which information.
It is hard to identify the exact location.
Okay, same, sir. So indexes will improve the performance of data read. That's it. Okay, indexes will improve the performance of data retrieval, means read operations, sir. Because if you know the which page that the chapter is available, which page the interview question is available, you can directly go to that page and you can start the reading, right? Like same in SQL also there is a index concept, sir. Index will improve the performance of data retrieval, nothing but select statement. Indexes are too good, indexes are too bad, sir. It's too good, it's too bad. Sometimes indexes will improve the performance like anything. Sometimes indexes will impact the performance like anything, sir. When it will improve, when it will impact, all this concept we are going to discuss around almost 3 days, sir. Only indexes we are going to discuss almost 3 days. We are going to cover lot of concepts. Okay, no worries on that part. Whenever we are discussing index, I will explain you about the IAM page as well. Okay, forget about these 3 pages, sir. DCM page, BCM page, IAM page. These 3 pages we are going to discuss in the respective concept so that you will become stronger, sir. All in people, are you able to hear?
Yes.
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 Okay, okay, sir. Now, sir, boot page, sir. Okay, before this one, let me discuss about the text page and image page. Sir, whenever you are opening the account in the bank, sir, they are going to take your ID proof, right? Yes or no? Your small photo, and they are
Yes.
also going to take the address proof or Aadhaar card or PAN card or something else, right, sir? So even in our databases you can store the images, you can store our test document as well, sir. In case if you wanted to store the images, if you wanted to store the documents, so those information is going to stored in the text and image pages, sir. Text and image pages. Okay, not only normal data, sir, you are also going to store the image, you are also going to the store the text pages. In case if you get opportunity to store the image or text document, those data will be available in the text page or image page. That's it, apart from nothing, sir. Yep, clear everyone? Next, sir, boot page. Sir, very interesting concept and very important concept. If I tell you that important now, definitely you will forget, sir. Whenever we are discussing CheckDB, I will dig into that boot page as well, sir. Okay, because whenever we are at the advanced level, you will somewhat stronger in the SQL, sir. You can remember easily, sir. Boot page contains metadata related to your data page. What, sir? Boot page contains metadata related to your our database, sir. Means every database, whatever you are creating, right? Every database, it contains this own boot page, sir. That boot page is available only in the MDF file. Make a note, sir. Only one boot page will be available. That boot page will be available only in the MDF file. And what is the sequence of that number? Ninth page, sir. Ninth page will be the boot page, sir. First page is the PFS page. second page is the GAM page, third page is the data pages, right? When you go for sequence order, ninth page will be the boot page. Only it will be available in the MDF file. It contains complete metadata related to your database. You are not updating anything, sir. Okay, so your database name, your database version, your database file locations, what is the last successful check db run, what is the last dbcc index run, so what is the last checkpoint run, what is the last refrigerator run. So how somewhere it need to track, right, sir? Where it is tracking, everything that information is tracking in the boot page. No worries, sir, I will show you in the advanced level. Okay, so very very interesting concept. Then you need to you should not take RDP here. You should uh, oh okay, God, yeah, sorry. Wait for 15 minutes again, you need to try lock it will. Okay, we'll discuss later, no worries. Okay, yes sir. So what is a boot page? So boot page will, every database boot page will be available. That is available only on the MDF file. That is only available on the MDF file. Boot page contains the metadata related to that database. That's a complete metadata. Sir, data, not a data, sir, metadata. Metadata means whatever the operations you are internally it is performing, sir. Like your database name, your database locations, your whatever the operation you are running in the database, like dbcc checkdb, checkpoint, lazy writer, all that information will be available in the boot page. Hope you understand, sir. What is the difference between MDF and NDF? In MDF, only the boot page will be available. In NDF, there will be no boot page. The rest, everything is same. Only on MDF file, boot page will be available, sir. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Any questions? So this is complete about the different types of pages. What is the page architecture? What is extents? How many types of extents are available? 3 concepts, 3 interview questions, sir. Definitely, they may ask you what is the page, what is page architecture. They may ask you what is extent, what is different types of extents are available. Very rare case they may ask you a question called uh, uh, they may ask you a question called how many pages are available in SQL Server.
Subbu, I have one small doubt. Hello, Subbu.
Yes.
Yeah. Normally, why people are always telling my log file is getting full, it's growing up. Why can't MDF?
So log file is contains the change related information, sir. And
Okay.
we are going to restrict the log file, not like MDF, sir. We won't keep log file unlimited. We'll restrict the log file, sir. Okay, because so for example, you are trying to insert the data. You are
Hmm.
trying to insert the data. Same time, if you are rebuilding the indexes, so rebuild is not performing on your MDF file. Rebuild operation will perform in the log file because
Okay.
it will take entire snapshot of your table. It will copy to the LDF and it will start rebuilding the index on LDF, sir. It is not performing in the MDF. So already there is a load on the log file which you are performing. Same time, if you are performing one more load, what will happen, sir?
Okay. But
That
it
is
will
one of the
store
reasons.
only log records, right? Only Subbu. Log
Even
file.
though, sir,
Yeah.
sir, if you are performing 1 billion records, 1 billion transaction information, it is
Okay.
logging into the log file, right, sir?
Okay.
And
Okay.
sometimes sometimes maybe your transaction got into hung state. Even your laptop is also go to hung state. Your mobile will also go to hung state. Your hard disk will also go to hung state, sir. My transaction went to hung state, sir, and it is keep on running, sir. Usually your transaction need to complete for 10 minutes, and it is keep on running, and it keep on running for 1 day, 2 days, sir. What will happen? Your data file never affects, but your log file will definitely affects,
Okay.
because because your log file is utilizing something, sir. Very interesting, because that's what you need to know about log file architecture. You know,
Okay.
you need to know about what is happening internally, sir. There is in MDF nothing, sir. MDF, it contains data, that's it.
Hmm. Okay.
But LDF contains lots. What is that lot? We need to discuss. There are multiple reasons why your log file is getting full, sir. So most of the people is telling, whenever we ask the interview question, if I ask someone, they are telling that, okay, what will, how you will troubleshoot if log file is getting full, means they will tell us, okay, we'll take the log backup,
You
we'll
can
check the
see.
active transaction, we'll string. Can I ask you one question, sir? Who told you to perform string operation? Who told you to perform log backup? Who told you to check the active transaction?
Okay.
Who told you, sir? SQL told you? No.
Hmm.
You need to ask SQL, sir. I am not telling that everything you need to ask SQL. At least couple of things you need to ask SQL. Hey SQL, what's happening with my log file? Can you please help me? Definitely SQL will help you, because wherever they are training, I am not sure how they are training, sir. But my training will be something different. That's it. Clear, everyone?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, let me go to the paint, sir. Okay, bear with me sometime. You can ask the questions meanwhile. It will take some time to draw, okay? If you understand this concept, sir, you are good at SQL now, almost. Hmm, no problem, sir. Don't make very silent. You can ask something. It's not related to SQL as well.
So I have installed SQL Server in my computer before. I was
Yes.
thinking for the installation class, should I uninstall it or should I just keep it like that?
No problem, ma'am. You can keep it, okay? You can install one
Okay.
more instance. I told you, right? 50 times you can
Yeah.
install SQL in one laptop.
Okay. Sure. Thank you.
Subbu, in that case, that is depend on a system resource, or we can install a 50.
No, definitely system resource, sir. I am telling, just kidding. I am telling that 50 instance. If you install 50 instance, gone. Your
Yeah.
laptop never start.
Okay.
1 second, sir. Okay. Okay. Almost we are good, sir. Okay. So try to understand this logic. If you understand this, almost you are good at SQL, sir. How it is performing internally. So the concept where we are going to discuss is now uh, time being, sir. So clean page, 30 page, checkpoint, lazy writer. Yeah, shit. Okay, no problem. So very interesting concepts, sir. Okay. So all these concepts are very important. Let me make it as a flow. Yeah. Let me discuss. We'll discuss one by one, sir. Okay. Oh, shit. Shit. Page. Uh, page. Wall. Checkpoint. Lazy. Right. Yeah. This time we are perfect. Hey. Again, what happened? It is performing very differently, sir. Come on, yeah. This is the last time. Okay. I'm so sorry. Clean page. Dirty page. wall, checkpoint, lazy, right? Okay, sir. Okay. So again, sir, whatever we discuss now, whatever we are discussing, a little bit interesting concept. Okay, how the data is flowing internally, we are going to discuss now. Sir, I told you, right? Whenever you are performing insert operation, whenever you are performing select operation, how SQL Server internally. Whenever we discuss about yesterday, we discussed about architecture, right? So whenever you are performing select statement, first it will go to the database engine, it will go to the relational engine, command parser, query optimizer, query executor. It will go to the access method, and it will start verifying any data is available in the data cache. If not, it will get the data from MDF. It will place one copy. It will send to the user. Yes or no?
Subbu.
Yes. Now, sir, we are going to dig something very interesting concept related to insert operation, insert or update or delete, sir. Insert or update or delete. Sir, first concept is same again, like command parser, optimizer, executor, access method. Till now, almost similar, sir. No need to worry. Sir, whenever you are performing insert operation, assume, sir, whenever you are performing insert or update or delete, sir. So first, what will happen? It will go to the command parser, it will check the syntax error, it will go to the executor, it will prepare the query plan, it will go it will go to the optimizer, it will prepare the query plan, it will go to the executor, executor will send request to the access method, access method will send to the buffer manager. So buffer manager is nothing but RAM. In the RAM, there is a data class, pan class, log cache. There are a lot of caches, sir. First, it will come to the data cache. Sir, it is come to the data cache. So currently, sir, okay, for your understanding, currently there are no pages, sir. To to this respective table, currently there are no pages, sir. So what will happen? First, it will go to the MDF or NDF. It will get the extents. It will get the extents from the MDF or NDF to the data cache. Agree, not agree, sir? So because everything it is performing in the buffer, you are performing insert, update, delete, select, whatever, sir, it will perform in the buffer itself. So first it will verify any pages, any extents, any pages are available or not in the data cache. Currently there are no pages, sir, because I am running first time. So currently there are nothing, sir. So what it will do, it will go to the MDF or NDF, and it will copy and it will paste in the data cache. First point clear, sir, everyone? Yes, sir.
Clear.
Clear, sir.
Yes, Subbu.
Now, sir, currently there is no, sir. Once it copied the pages to the database, data cache, immediately it never executes, sir, because it required lot of resources. Sir, to perform this operation, it required lot of resources. What are, sir? Pages, memory, IO, CPU. CPU is the one of the very, very important, sir. Scheduler, sir, this all concept we'll discuss later. No worries on that part. Currently, the pages are copied into the data cache. So currently I am not yet modified any information, sir. Means those pages will call it as a clean page. Means the page which is not yet modified in the buffer will call it as a clean page. Hope you understand, sir. What is a clean page? The page which is not yet modified in the buffer will call it as a clean page.
Yes.
Call it, sir. What is a clean page? The page which is not yet modified in the buffer will call it as a clean page, sir. Now, sir, once you start inserting the data, let's inserting the data 1 KMS 5000, to MNC 10,000. Once I start inserting the data, once I start updating the data, once I start deleting the data, okay, these pages technically you should call it as a dirty pages. Immediately it will change to dirty page, sir. The page which is modified but not yet moved to the MDF file, those pages will call it as a dirty page. Sir, very important. What is the dirty page, sir? The page which is modified in the buffer but not yet moved to the MDF file, those pages will call it as a dirty pages. Clear? Not clear?
Clear, sir.
Sir, what is a clean page, sir? The page which is not yet modified in the buffer, will call it as a clean page. The page which is modified but not yet moved to the MDF file, those pages will call it as a dirty pages. Now, sir, now what will happen, sir? I started modifying the data. Okay, something I just started modifying the data, sir. Something I modified data. Now tell me, sir, whether I can move directly these pages to the MDF.
No, first it will go to LDF.
Hold on,
No.
sir. Yes, every change whatever you are performing, it need to make entry in the log file. Why? To satisfy wall, sir. To satisfy wall, every modification whatever you are performing in the buffer need to make entry in the log file. A wall, a write ahead logging. Wall stands for write ahead logging, sir. When I go here, let me present you, sir, same thing over the PPT. Sir, first SQL Server tries to locate the page in the buffer. First, it will try to verify whether pages are available in the buffer cache or not. Buffer cache is nothing but data caches. Okay, if it does not find the page, SQL Server get that page from the disk is nothing but MDF to the buffer cache. These pages is known as the clean page because it doesn't contains any changes. Whatever I explained is I mentioned same thing in the PPT as well, right, sir? Yes or no?
So, yes.
Yes,
Same.
Yes, sir.
same thing, sir. Sir, now when you start modifying the data, when you just start modifying the data, okay, so the SQL Server will acquire a lock on the page, row level, and perform your modification, sir. It need, sir, forget about this locking, blocking everything, sir. We are going to discuss uh, in the advanced level. Okay, SQL Server will place, one second. SQL Server will place a lock, sir. SQL Server will place a lock because whenever you start modifying the data in the pages, no one should access, right, sir? Because multiple users are connecting to the SQL, multiple users are performing, sir. So make sure that your data need to be protected in the buffer itself. The people who already experience, you know about the latch. The people who are already anyone experience, you know about the latches. Latches will come into the picture, sir. Here, SQL Server will place a latches. Latch is nothing but protecting a page in the buffer. Wait, sir. Here, buffer, sir. Buffer. So no worries, sir. Everyone will get confused. I don't want dig that much. We'll go for advanced level. Okay, definitely everyone get one Amrutanjan, sir. Jendu bomb. Okay, 3 days. Arey yaar, you will go mad only.
Mm.
Okay,
Okay.
very very hectic concepts are only theoretical, only theoretical. 3 days, almost it will go for 10 hours. You will go mad, sir, whenever we are discussing these concepts. Okay, I was very bored in whenever I was discussing. Okay, so whenever you start modifying the data, sir, SQL Server will place a lock on that one and it will start modifying the data. Once it start modifying the data, okay, then this page will call it as a dirty pages. Clear, sir? Any questions? Very important concepts are whatever we are discussing now. Very clean page, the page which is not yet modified. Dirty page, the page which is modified but not yet moved to the MDF file. That's it, sir. Questions?
Subbu, can we see the dirty pages by
Yes, sir.
using?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
That's what I mentioned here. I will show you, no problem. Hold on, sir.
Okay.
Try to understand the logical.
Yeah.
Practical, we have lots of demos, sir. Uh, Definitely, you will get all these kind of demos. I just made uh, a separate folder for demos only, sir. All these are demos. Every concept you will get lot of demos, and I will share you couple of demos for you as well to show you to make somewhat stronger, sir. Okay, all these are demos, so no worries, we'll discuss demo part. Now just you need there is a DMV, sir. DM underscore voice underscore buffer underscore descriptor, very important DMV. This all I will cover in the memory concept, sir. Memory. Okay, SQL Server loves memory. SQL Server loves memory like anything, sir. Okay, so when you run this command, okay, you will get to know on tempdb 36 dirty pages are available, on master 22 dirty pages are available, batch 37 12 dirty pages are available, worldwide importers 8 dirty pages are available, uh, so adventure works 2017 1 dirty pages are available. When I just start inserting some data, sir, so for example, let me create a table, sir. Table emp employee id, okay, integer. Sir, currently on batch 37 database 12 dirty pages are available. Now when I just start creating one single table, and you can go and run, sir, how many dirty pages are available? How many, sir?
27.
27. So when you just start inserting the data now, basically we never dig that much, sir, just for presenting purpose. Okay, in real world we never get a chance to dig that level, sir. I can promise you that part. Insert into emp. Tomorrow I'm going to explain all these concepts, sir. Somewhat development part, right? Then you will get understand easily. Value 1, go. These many times I'm inserting, sir. Now you can go and run, sir. 34 30 page, 36 38, that 48 50 53 54, 30 pages are keep on growing, sir. Again it came to idle, see, again it came to 26. Oh my god, what happening? That's what next we are going to discuss, sir.
Subbu,
Okay.
automatically these dirty pages will move to disk, or do we need?
That was, sir. Yes, hold on, sir, I not yet started.
Okay, okay,
you
Subbu.
you got clarity about clean page and dirty page, sir?
Yes, yes, Subbu. Yes, I got it.
Perfect, everyone. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
Subbu.
Yes, thank you. Now, sir, now there is a concept called wall, sir. Write ahead logging. Write ahead logging. Okay, so what is a wall means? So everyone having one question marks are here when you go for this diagram. Okay, everyone is telling that why can't I move directly this data to the MDF file? Sir, there is a concept called wall. There is a concept called wall. Every transaction need to satisfy wall concept, sir. Means every transactions whatever you are performing, that need to make entry in the log file. Whatever transaction you are performing, sir, okay, need to make entry in the log file. That is nothing but a wall concept. See, once you make the changes to the clean page in the buffer, it generates the log records. Now, sir, Sir, here a little bit confusion. Please be understand very clear, sir. Little bit, sir. In the cache, you are calling as a dirty page. In the LDF file, don't call it as a dirty page, sir. You need to call it as a log record. Sir, try to understand the little bit, sir. In the cache, in the cache, you should call it as a dirty page or clean page, whatever, sir, whatever you want. But in the LDF, whatever you are performing, right, this will make entry in this here, sir. Whatever you inserts you are performing, sir, all these inserts it will make entry in the log file. But here you should call it as a log record, sir. Here you should call it as a log record in the log file. Then you may ask one question, so Bo, if it is making entry, means our log file will also grow, right? No, 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 sir. It is not maintaining data, it is just maintaining this record, this information, sir. Insert into employee, it is not inserting any data in the log file, sir. It is just making entry of your uh, record entry, sir. This record entry it is making in the log file. uh, in the replication I will show you this practical demo, sir, because it's very difficult to analyze. There is a call, uh, there is a query, sir, fn underscore db log. Okay, it's not easy to dig, sir. You will definitely will go mad whenever you see this one. Okay, but if you wanted to read the log file, this is only one thing, sir, is available. fn underscore db log. Okay, it will start reading. Okay, let me stop it, sir. I don't want this one. Let me read only this one. Yes, sir. You can't understand, sir, firstly, but I will give you a small hints, sir, which will help. We never get a chance to go into that level, but sometimes if you get a chance, how you need to read also very important, sir. This I am going to explain in the advanced level. In the replication troubleshooting, sir, replication itself is a difficult, but I am showing demo in that replication itself, this one. Okay, as of now, no need to worry, sir. It's very difficult to understand. It's not easy, sir, to deep dive. It contains lots and lots of values. Okay, it contains almost 7,56,165 entries are there. I just created a database, sir. I just created a database, and I just created a simple table, and I just inserted some data, sir. But how many entries it making, sir? 7,56,165 entries. Okay, it's not easy, but I'm going to explain in the advanced level, sir. Okay, sir, in the buffer you should call it as a dirty page, clean page, blah blah something, but don't call in LDF, sir. LDF you need to call it as a log record. Okay, make a note, sir, everyone. Online people,
Yes.
are you there?
Yes, Subbu.
Yes.
Okay, it generates the log records, contains the details of the modification, just the details, sir. Just details. Okay, so SQL Server writes the log records into the disk in the transaction log before the associated dirty page is flushed to the data file. Before this data is moved to the MDF file, every change will make entry in the log file. Why? To satisfy wall concept and to satisfy durability. Yesterday also I told you, right? There is a concept called durability, sir. In the asset property, there is a concept called durability. To satisfy durability, to satisfy wall, every change whatever you are performing, every change is moving into the log file. Clear? Not clear?
Yes.
Okay. So you mean to say, so first of all, it will make entry in the LDF file, then after it will move that particular record into MDF.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Questions? Okay, good, sir. Next. Now you are having lot of questions. Okay, Subbu. Okay, I agree with you. What is clean page? I agree. What is dirty page? I agree. What is a wall? I agree. But how this dirty page now reduced it, sir? I am getting shocked. Last time, whenever I run, it contains around 50, 60 dirty pages. Now it is again reduced to 26 pages. What happened in between that fraction of seconds? What happened, sir? Means checkpoint is triggered. Who will move these pages to the MDF file, sir? Who will move these pages to the MDF file? Checkpoint. No one will move, sir. Checkpoint will move. Okay. Checkpoint is the internal mechanism. That is completely internal mechanism, sir. If you are not agreeing with me, whenever you run sp underscore who2, sir, this is the sp throughout your lifespan. You are keep on running, sir. It will provide the information about how many processes are running, what is the status of that process, from which system you are running, and it will also provide the CPU utilization, IO utilization, and blah blah something, sir. I will explain you in the coming sessions. Okay, sir. See, checkpoint. Where is checkpoint? Where is checkpoint? Yeah, sir. First 50 sessions are system sessions. You can't do anything, sir. Nothing you can perform. First 50 are system process. Okay, first 50 are system processor, nothing you can do. But I told you, right, checkpoint is a internal mechanism. Lazy writer is also internal mechanism. Log writer is also internal mechanism. Recovery writer is also internal mechanism. Resource monitor is also internal. So there are lot many processor. So whenever we are discussing SQL OS architecture, I will explain you couple of things, sir. No worries. Okay, on that part. So how your data is moving from data cache to MDF means checkpoint, lazy writer. These are the two algorithms, sir. So first we are going to discuss checkpoint. In time being, we'll discuss lazy writer. Otherwise, we can go for tomorrow, sir. We can go for tomorrow. Okay, sir. What is checkpoint? Sir, I told you, right? Checkpoint will move the dirty pages along with the log records from buffer log file to MDF file. Sir, don't get confused again. Again, clearly try to understand the logic. Okay, your checkpoint will move the dirty pages to MDF, and it will also clears the logs in the log file, sir. In certain scenarios only. That part I will explain you in the recovery model, mostly Thursday. Thursday I'm going to start the recovery model. So Monday we are going to install the SQL Server. Thursday we are going to start the recovery model, right? So checkpoint writes all the dirty pages available in the buffer and the log records to the disk. These two operations it will do, sir. What means you can tell that, sir, both are same only, right? No worries, sir. It is not making any duplicate in the log data file. Sir, it will arrange the data in the log file. It will move the data from the cache and it will move to the MDF file, sir. Whenever checkpoint triggers, so definitely they may ask you a lot of questions, sir. When checkpoint will trigger? No one knows, sir. Even you can go and verify in the Microsoft blog and tell me anywhere Microsoft is telling the time interval. If you search multiple blogs, they may tell you every 60 seconds, every 2 seconds, every 10 seconds, every blah blah seconds checkpoint will trigger. No, sir. There is no time interval. There is no time interval. So checkpoint will triggers automatically. Automatically, whenever checkpoint trigger, if there is a dirty page, if any log records in the log file, that will move to the MDF file. Once it move to the MDF file, this dirty page automatically it will convert into clean page. This is also very important, sir. Whenever your dirty page is moved to the MDF file, Again, it will convert that dirty page into the clean page. That clean page is available in the buffer itself. Checkpoint never flushes. Checkpoint never flush your page in the buffer. It will keep page in the buffer itself. Make a clear note, sir. Okay, very important point. Checkpoint just move the log records along with the dirty pages to the disk. Okay, and it will convert this dirty page into the clean page. That's it. Apart from nothing else, it will do, sir. Question? Online people?
No, Subbu, no question.
Then data where
Subbu, checkpoint, it will flush or it will move the pages to disk.
Move, sir. It will move. It will move the data to the disk.
It won't
Pages
flush.
will be no, sir. Pages will be available.
Okay.
It will move the data by arranging the data, and it will move the data into the MDF file. All this will occurs in the fraction of milliseconds only, sir.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, by backend only it will perform this kind of
Yes, sir. Everything is backend. Everything is backend. There is no front end, sir. That is the reason I told you, right? First 4 days is very important. You are getting a lot of stuff in the backend. That is nothing but automatic checkpoints, sir. Okay, whatever it is triggering, right? That is automatic checkpoint. It is a background process in the SQL Server, and it is a default checkpoint, sir. Okay, default checkpoint. SQL Server continuously checking the number of log records, and once it estimates that number of log records is sufficient to process in the time specified as per the interval time. You can set it time, sir, but don't touch the interval time. Sir, you can change the checkpoint interval time, sir, but my best practice is I will suggest, sir, don't touch. Okay, don't touch. Don't touch the checkpoint interval time. Why? I will explain you in the restoring session, sir. Again I will explain you this checkpoint in the restore session. Okay, please don't touch checkpoint interval time. Just make it default. Even if someone is asking, don't encourage to change the checkpoint interval times. Why? I will explain you in the restoring session. Okay. So when checkpoint will trigger, sir, if someone is asking, if SQL Server will estimate that number of log records is sufficient for me, then it will trigger the checkpoint, or if you specify any interval based on your interval, it will trigger the checkpoint, sir. This is automatic checkpoint. If you wanted to change, you can go and change it by command prompt as well, sir. Command prompt also you can change.
Sir, is it flush and move both are same or different?
No, it never flush. Checkpoint never flush.
No. A terminology wise, I mean, usually flush means is it like cleaning or removing kind of thing,
Removing the,
or
sir, completely removing the page from the buffer, sir. Flush means
okay, flush?
completely, right?
Yeah, okay, removing. Okay,
It is moving the data. So it is, so whenever checkpoint triggers, it will move the okay data
O-
along with log file data into the MDF file, and it will make the dirty page into the clean page.
okay, okay.
So
Thank
lot
you, sir.
of confusion in checkpoints. A lot many people, when you go for Google search also, you will get lot of blogs. Definitely will get confused. But checkpoint never flush.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you.
So this is about automatic checkpoints, sir. Checkpoint we can control, sir. Means you can tell to SQL, sir, hey, run the checkpoint in this specific time. You can change, sir, if you want. But my suggestion is don't change, sir. If you want to change, you can change it.
Okay. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Sir,
Okay, I got it. No, I need to. Sorry. Yes, sir.
no, no. Suddenly your voice got disconnected, sir.
Okay, no, no, no. 1 second, sir. So any questions, anyone?
Subbu, this checkpoint is a server level property or a database level property?
It's a both, sir, server level and database level.
No.
Basically, it is an instance level only.
Okay.
But now application team is becoming very smart, right? Sometimes, sir, sometimes they want to, hey, I don't want your interval time. I want my interval time to my database. In that case, you can also go and change the database level. That I am going to explain you in a while, sir.
Okay.
Someone is very kind of different behavior, right?
Ha.
Yeah. Now you need to enable show advanced, sir. Show. First, you enable show advanced features, sir. Okay. Next, you can go and change the recovery interval, sir. Next, you can go and change the recovery interval. So I'm going to take a separate thing for sp underscore config. Just I'm showing practical, sir, but there is a separate. Every concept, if I'm skipping here, there is a separate session, sir, because these are all very important in the advanced level. Okay.
Okay.
Hmm. Okay, reconfigure. अरे यार. Hmm. Strange thing.
That brackets.
Ho 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 ho. Done, sir. Okay. So you can change, but don't prefer, sir, to change. Please be careful. Why I am going to explain in the restore session, sir. Okay. Don't change the checkpoint interval times. Okay. That is a one thing. Automatic checkpoint, sir. This is automatic checkpoint. But when you go for, uh, we have different types of checkpoints, sir. Internal checkpoint, manual checkpoint, indirect checkpoint. So three other types are available, sir. What is internal checkpoint means, sir? That is automatic checkpoint. Okay. What is internal checkpoint means? Whenever you are performing certain operations, are like taking the backups, triggering dbcc check db, changing the recovery model, whenever your recovery model is full, whenever you are altering the databases locations. Okay, so whenever you are performing certain operations only, internal checkpoint will trigger, sir. Internal checkpoint will trigger. Okay, so backups, snapshots, altering the files, changing the recovery models, whenever your recovery model is simple. Okay, so in this scenario only, your internal checkpoint will triggers, otherwise it never triggers, sir. Whenever you are performing certain operations, by default internal checkpoint is triggering, sir. You no need to worry. But only couple of scenarios only your internal checkpoint will trigger. For example, backups, snapshots, changing the recovery model, simple recovery model, altering the databases, running the dbcc check db. In that scenario only, so internal checkpoint will trigger. Other rest of the time it won't trigger any checkpoints. Make a note. Okay, internal checkpoint never triggers, sir. Okay, what is manual checkpoint means, sir? If you wanted to run the checkpoint yourself, you can go and run the checkpoint by yourselves. This is manual checkpoint. I can run the checkpoint by myself, sir. No problem for me. Okay, you can go and run. On which database you wanted to run, you can go and run, sir. Okay, so but you may ask definitely one question, sir. In which scenario I need to trigger manual checkpoint? Okay, sir, I will tell you that example as well. No worries, sir. Okay, so whenever your log file is getting full, due to checkpoint, that time only you will run the checkpoint, sir. Otherwise, you never run the checkpoint. And you wanted to see the data much faster, you can run the checkpoint, sir. Sir, whatever the change you are performing, all the changes is performing in the buffer, right? I wanted to see data very quickly, then you can run the checkpoint, sir. Whenever you run the checkpoint, what will happen? Data will move from buffer to disk, right? So if you wanted to see data very quickly, and if something happening and you wanted to run the checkpoint, you can go and run the checkpoint manually, sir. Whenever you want, you can go on. It won't make any harm. No problem, sir. This is manual checkpoint. Last but not least, what is internal checkpoint? Indirect checkpoint. So I told you, right? Someone will come you and ask you that, hey, I want to run checkpoint for my database in specific time. I don't want instance level checkpoint triggering, sir. I wanted to run my database in specific time. That is possible from SQL Server 2016. SQL Server 2012. From SQL Server 2012, it is possible, sir. Microsoft came up with a concept called indirect checkpoint. Microsoft came up with a concept called indirect checkpoint. You can go and change your interval time for your database. I don't want bother about the instance level. I am going to worry about my database level. You can go and change, sir. Aram se. That is possible from SQL Server 2012, sir. That is possible from SQL Server 2012. So if you wanted to see the checkpoint interval for specific database, there is a call sys.databases. Sir, all this we are going to cover once we complete the installation, sir. Without installation, you can't understand easily. Okay, tomorrow you will cover lot, and from Monday onwards you will get complete practical, sir. Then you will get better idea. So there is a table called sys.databases. In that table, there is a column called target underscore recovery underscore time in seconds. So when you run this one, you will see what is your interval time for your database. Currently, it is 0, sir. And if you wanted to change that, okay, let's go and change for your database. Done, sir. Now you can go and verify. It is 120. Means every 2 minutes, your checkpoint will trigger for this database. That is nothing but indirect checkpoint, sir. If you wanted to change a checkpoint interval for specific database, that is possible since SQL Server 2012. Earlier, no, sir. Instance level only. No, sir. There is no chance. Clear, sir?
But it is not recommended, right, Subbu? As you
But
mentioned.
that's what, sir. But someone, you need to listen to application team. Hey, no, you should change. Then no problem, sir. You can go and change. You will tell directly, sir. Hi, John. As per the best practice, we never change the checkpoint interval time. It will impact our recovery phase. Why, sir, I am not changing means it will impact your recovery phase, sir, actually. Firstly,
Oh,
we don't know what is recovery phase. That I am going to explain in the restore concept, sir. Checkpoint will impact the recovery phase. Okay, if you change. What is recovery phase? That all we are going to cover in the restore concepts. So first you will drop a mail to John. Hey, hi John. As a best practice, we never change the recovery interval time. It will impact our recovery phase. If he's telling, hey, no problem, yeah, you can go and change. Okay, well, let's go and change. What will do? No problem. That is their application, their database, right? Let's go and change, sir. No problem. You are telling that this is not a best practice, but they are not listening. What you can do, sir? Okay, sir. Clear? Not
Okay.
clear?
Okay.
So checkpoint we can control, sir. Okay, checkpoint we have control. Okay, sir. That's it for today because this is overloaded for you. I don't want stress more, sir. Tomorrow we are going to discuss about the lazy writer, asset properties, SQL editions, SQL services. That's it, sir. Monday we are going to start the installation. All Monday we are going to start installations.
Subbu, if you don't mind, can you project your that PPT screen?
Okay.
Yeah, internal checkpoint.
Means whenever you are performing certain operations, sir, internal
Okay.
checkpoint will trigger.
Okay.
Why? Where it will help you? Where it help you? I will explain you in the backup, sir. I will show you practically. I will explain you a scenario, one scenario also about internal checkpoint.
Yeah. My intention is automatically the checkpoint will run backend, right?
Yes,
Every,
sir.
I think it may
Yes,
be
sir.
every 2 minutes or 2 seconds.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then again, we need to perform internal checkpoint. No need, right?
No, sir. You no need to, sir.
Okay.
You are not having any control about
Okay.
internal checkpoint. Okay, you don't have any control. You are performing certain operations. SQL Server will trigger the internal checkpoint, sir. Not you.
Okay. 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 Now got it. Internal check.
Sir, Saturday and Sunday, sorry, not tomorrow. Sunday also we have class.
Not this week, sir. Next 2 weeks, no. But coming weeks, yes. 7 days there will be sessions, sir. Because I told you right day one, if you give me more time, you will learn more.
Uh, yes, sir. Yeah, I mean we are fine with this week also. In case if all people are agree, in
No,
case.
no, I don't want such in the starting level, sir. Okay, let's digest SQL, sir. Then we'll go for Sunday as well.
Okay. So tomorrow we have a class.
Yes, sir. Tomorrow we have the class.
Okay. Okay.
Any questions, sir? If no, let me stop the recording. Yesterday, Subhagni asked one question, sir. I already prepared demo, but she unfortunately maybe she not joined today. Okay. Hope tomorrow she joining or not joining. Tomorrow I will show you the demo, sir. File group, data moment, right? Okay. I just made the demos.
Okay, Subbu. Great.
Okay. Tomorrow I will show you. Yep. Let me start the recording.